Hello! I saw a video by Christina Horner, I think, saying that she doesn't read as many books these days, but she still buys books. I'm sorry if you can hear the music from next door playing. I don't know if you can, but they're playing music. There's nothing I can do about that. And she went, well, in her video she went through all the books that she's bought or that she has recently but she hasn't got around to reading. And I'm sort of in a similar situation, which is why I thought I would make a video response. Because I have a stack of books that this year I just haven't had time to get around to reading and stuff like that, and I also have a little stack of books by the bed. Well, they're both stacks of books by the bed, but yeah, I just haven't had time or whatever, or if I do have time, then I guess these days I'm relaxing in different ways than reading, because you have to devote quite some time and thought process when you read, I guess. Whereas if you're just watching videos or something, then you're just passively watching, I guess, more, and that's easier to do. Which makes it, I guess, more inexcusable that I also have a pile of DVDs that I've just not got round to watching. Just don't seem to have the time at the moment to just sit and watch a DVD, which I guess is good in a way, but still I thought I would also put those in this video because I thought it's just like a pile of stuff that I've just, I've not got time to do, I don't know, I guess I'll share what I've got. I guess most of these are gifts, though. Like, for example, I got given some art books, essentially, and I'm slowly working through them. Like, for instance, I already mentioned Picasso one and the portraits one in a video before, and so some of these books I am working through slowly, but they pile up. I wonder if lots of people are in this similar situation where you buy books faster than you read them. I guess buying a book these days as well takes like 2 clicks. I suppose in years gone by, buying a book would have taken a lot longer. I mean, I remember when I was younger, my dad, we would go to a big bookshop and we'd walk around for ages and we'd come out with like 2 books. And we only went there every few weeks or something, every couple of months or so. So, there was a big time gap in between, and buying a book took ages, and you were like poring over bookshelves and thinking about whether or not you wanted this book. But now, books, you can get books quite cheaply and easily, and like click done, and another book. And then, and then at the end of the purchase, it'll say something like, oh, people who bought those books also bought all these books. And it's like a never-ending cycle of books. I don't foresee myself reading everything in this pile, I guess. What have I got? I've got Story of Oak, Staying Okay, Unbearable Lightness of Being, Drawing Down the Moon, Good Night Nobody, Bird 2 Reflected in You, Cupid Effect, Something Borrowed, Wuthering Heights, Gathering Light, Tempest, Understanding Buddhism, Being Good. This book's the wrong way around. That's about astronauts. Life of Pi, The Bible, Not in Solitude, Captured the Castle, Lucas. I've already read Lucas, but I thought I'd read it again, and I haven't. And then the Maze Runner trilogy. And I've also got Moods and Joys, Sense of an Ending, an art book, and Twitch Hiker. And I remember mentioning in a video previously how I had got Twitch Hiker, and I was, I thought it sounded interesting and things like that, and then I haven't started reading it yet. But to be fair, I am reading a book currently. I am reading Extras by Scott Westfeld. I didn't like the last book in this, what do you call it when it's 4 books? You know, because it's part of the series where the last one they were doing loads of cutting and things like that. But in this book they aren't, and this book is quite good. So I am reading, and I'm quite a lot of the way through this book. So, yay! Managed to get it through one book on the pile. I don't know what to read next. I don't know. Because I've not read all of these books. I mean, I've showed you what I've got on my pile of books, and I know that some of you might have read some of the books on my shelf or whatever, or know stuff about them, and I don't know much about them. So I guess it'd be unfair to judge me based on what books are there, because I've not read them yet. That's, I guess, part of the point of this video, is I've not read them. Yeah, I was going to show you DVDs as well. So I've got all of these DVDs that I've just not got around to watching. I watched those ones up there. I was trying to make them into 2 piles of like watched and not watched. I want to watch soon. Like The Tree of Life, that was a Christmas present, and I've already seen it at the cinema, but I wanted to see it again, essentially. So I asked for that for Christmas, and I have not got around to watching it yet. As you see, they're still in the cellophane and everything. Here I've got scenes of sexual nature, the people I've slept with, a Swedish midsummer sex comedy, Tree of Life, Where the Wild Things Are. I saw that in the cinema, but I wanted to see it again as well. Yeah. Prelude to a Kiss, Science of Sleep. That did look interesting. Like the horse is all made of fabric. I've not seen it though. I don't know. Beautiful Losers. I got this ages ago and I never saw it. Melina. I saw a YouTube video with clips from this film and I thought it looked really good in the YouTube video. But then when I bought the film, I've not watched it. Snow Angels. I think it's a foreign film as well. Look, my dad had to get that from abroad to get it to me because I said I wanted to see it, so he bought it for me, and I've not watched it. Time Crimes, I think it's all this cellophane, I've not seen it, and City of God. But as I say, I think it's really easy these days to go, oh, that looks interesting, click, click, done, and then you've got it, and it takes a lot more time to actually read a book or something, you know, get through it. I said get through it then, I realised that makes it sound like it's not going to be a fun read, like, oh, I have to get through this book now. No, but it's supposed to be something you do when you're relaxing or something, you know, so you're having a break and you're just reading a book or you're engrossed in a story. It's supposed to be a good experience, you know, and I know it is supposed to be a good experience, and it is a good experience most of the time, but it's just like the books build up at sometimes, or the DVDs just build up, and the amount of time to devote to them isn't corresponding with the getting of them or something. I don't know. I don't know. Do you feel like that sort of thing happens to you? Is it a thing that everyone does now, or you know, or anything like that? Do any of the things that I have look interesting to you? Is there like what, have you seen any of them or anything? Is there something that you would advise I start on in the piles of stuff I have, or I don't know, just whatever.